So, I want to, kind of, lean a little towards talent, and then, I wanted to start off a little on the experienced talent and then go towards the, fresh talent. So, if you look at it, Ajay, more of tech industries, right? Today, they have a tech background, they have a tech backbone, but then, at the end of it, they are facing a particular industry, whether it be e-commerce, quick commerce, retail, or restaurant, food and hospitality, whatever that is. There is a the tech industries are are starting to cater different verticals and kind of revolutionize. But then what they miss is the domain piece, the domain expertise. So what do you see are the best practices for tech companies to kind of attract non-tech talent, and what kind of strategies work best, and what kind of strategies are being more sought after by the top guys in non-tech?
Okay, so so yeah, so like you mentioned, if you're looking at transition of talent from a non-tech industry to a tech industry, okay, uh, maybe I'd like to just briefly touch upon reasons for that actually, right? So one, like you mentioned, is the domain expertise actually, right? So if, for example, if you have a tech startup trying to build a sales enabled platform for, let's say, FMCG companies, right? You they better well hire somebody from HLL or let's say a Nestle or a Colgate, the leaders in the FMCG space, so that they know that the product direction that they are going on is serving the market that they're planning to serve actually, right? So domain expertise is one, of course. The other thing is, of course, to have a wider talent pool, right? A lot of the skills are transferable, right? Whether it be sales, marketing, leadership, these are the skills which are fairly transferable across diverse industries. And by targeting non-tech industries, tech talent can attract these people, the top talent in these skill sets actually, right? um, the third thing also, which is probably a little interesting, is in terms of, let's say, we've spoke about AI, and how basically the soft skills are very important, right? Now, if you have an experienced person in a non-tech industry who has been very successful across diverse industries, actually, right? So that person has been successful because they have demonstrated adaptability, demonstrated resilience, demonstrated good interpersonal skills, all of these things which are important in today's changing world actually, right? So you get those skills indirectly, right, to your organizations as a tech organization, right? So these could be the reasons. And then of course, when we talk about strategies, uh, as to how you can attract the best talent, employer branding is the top thing actually, right? And when you talk about employer branding, it is not just about marketing your brand, having a great career web page, or let's say having a good rating and a great places to work survey, so as to speak. It goes a little deeper than that actually, right? So for example, it will start right from how, let's say, your recruitment team itself, okay? Tech recruiters are not used to understanding non-tech profiles, reality of life actually, okay? You'll have to completely retrain your recruitment team to understand key, okay, this skill that is there in a non-tech industry can be transferred to the tech industry, and therefore this is a good candidate actually, right? So the screening process, and not looking at it saying that, hey, this person is not useful, he doesn't know Java or C++ or whatever actually, right? So that is one thing. The other thing could be would be in terms of, let's say, um, your assessments, right? interviewing and assessment process, right? Your interviewers and your assessment process has to be tailored towards assessing those particular skills, the transferable skills that we are talking about, actually, right? You cannot go and I will test you on, let's say, give you a hackathon assignment and say that I'm going to test you on that. That's not going to work, because that person is not bringing those skills to the table. They are bringing a different set of skills. So your way of assessment, your way of interviewing is going to be very important.